In this screencast, I'm going to show you how to work with on-page or in-page anchors. These are those types of things where you've got a link on your page and it scrolls to another part of the page. And I'm going to show you how to do it both on the page itself, add a link that goes to that part of the page, and then also I'm going to show you how, if you want to link from another page to a new page that has an on-screen anchor and link to a section, you can do that as well. It's very easy to do both, just depends on how you build your links. So let's say, for example, we want to link to this part. This is a section that we want to be able to link to. First thing that we have to do is we have to add an anchor for this part of the page, and I'll show you how to do that. So we're going to do this in Elementor. We're going to open it up in Elementor. We're going to scroll down to this section. And so what you want to do is figure out where you actually want to apply the anchor. And all you have to do to make an anchor work is you need to add an ID to an element. So we could add it to the heading, we could add it to this section. So now I'm going to add it to this section. We're going to check and see how well it works. So I'm going to pull this over so you can, my video controls don't get in the way. All right, let's make this section. This will be, we'll name it something descriptive so that we'll remember it perhaps. Part D, late enrollment. I mean, I don't want to make it too long. I mean, let's see, Part D, late enrollment. I'm going to make it Part D for right now. And we'll keep consistent with that. This section is Part-D, and here's how we can link to it. So if we want to link to it from somewhere on the page, let's say, for example, we just want to add a button. And what we'll do is, this is just for the sake of demonstrating. We're going to get rid of this button in just a second because we don't actually want this. But this was scroll to Part D late enrollment info. Okay, now all you have to do is it's a hash. Just put a hash for your link, Part D. That's going to link to it on the page. So now we're going to save this. I'm going to open this in a new tab, and you'll see, we'll check it out. All right, so there it is. The only thing you have to worry about is sometimes you might have, like for example, if you had a fixed header, you might link to it and it scrolls beyond, and you're going to have to play with things like margin. You might add a little margin to your tag or whatever. But for right now, just the simple way to link to it is we're going to put a hash, and it's going to link right there to it. Now, with Elementor, it automatically has some special JavaScript and things that makes it do smooth scroll, and also it doesn't actually affect your URL. You notice the URL didn't change. But here, let me show you how you're going to link to this section on another page. And so what we'll do is we've got another page. Let me look in my notes. So we've got another page, all right, on this site. Here's where that page is. Let's see, I think it's set. And so we need to link to penalty. Penalty remains in place. All right, all right, here's what we're going to do. I'm going to edit this with Elementor. We're on a completely different page on the website, and I'll show you how you link to that page. So the penalty remains in place. And so we've got notes to ourselves that we want to link this to the penalty specifics. And so let me show you a couple of tricks right here. Let's delete our note to self. And now the penalty. And so now I'm just in the regular editor. There's a keyboard shortcut I'm going to use. It's Command-K on a Mac or Control-K on Windows. And so you type that, and it's going to allow you to enter in a link. Now I'm going to paste this in. It's that other page. And remember, that section is it Part D? Yeah, I think it's Part D. And so you add hash Part-D, the name of the ID that you put in on the other page. Now I'm going to do one other thing. I think it will be helpful to our visitors at this site to pop this info in a new tab. I think. I'm not sure. Maybe it just makes sense. Maybe not. If we want to pop it in a new tab, you can do this. Click on Link Options and open Link in New Tab. But actually, now that I'm thinking of it, our users are probably going to want to do this and use their back button. All right, so I'm going to click Apply. And I think you noticed just a second ago, I was showing you that, and I click Cancel, and it removed my link. That's why I'm back here in this dialog again. I've got to make sure that the link is now in there. Okay, the link is in. We got the link in. Now we'll update this and view the page, and we'll check that link. All right, if we click it, what's going to happen? It's going to add the hash to the URL, and it goes right here. Oh, and this is an example of what I'm talking about. Since I'm logged into WordPress, you see how this part of the header covers it up? Regularly, people aren't going to be logged into this website. It's just admin, so that's not going to matter. It's going to load, and it's going to be about right here, and that black bar won't be there. So anyway, it'll be about like this. It's going to link you here. Just showed you how to link both from on page, and I'm actually going to go ahead and get rid of that guy. On page, how to do it, you just add the hash to the button and it'll scroll to it. Then the other option that you have is you link to it from another page, where what you do there is you're going to add the entire URL with the hash and the name of the section at the end. Let me know if you got any questions on this. Hopefully that shows you how to link to anchors both on a page and from another page as well. Thanks so much. Bye-bye.